my name is Pop Star. Welcome to the world. Cue intro music. Okay, we're in my bedroom, as we always are. And hold on. Today, we're here in my bedroom, and we're here to talk about anime. And I'm sitting on my bed because I have anime posters back here. Black Butler and Yuri on Ice. And I also have My Hero Academia over there. I should have put it over here, but I didn't do that. Also, I've got my cringe anime ponytails in, because when you're talking about anime, you must be that cringy anime girl, so that's what I did. Also, I just want people to come in here, like, ready to roast me in the comments. So, like, if you're here to roast me, go ahead, just forget what I'm saying. Don't listen to me. Just go and roast me in the comments. I'm waiting. But today, you are here to hear my thoughts on One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100, because I heard recently that the new seasons for both of those shows are coming out sometime in 2019, and I'm super excited. Like, I freaking love One Punch Man. I saw that. No, I had to search it up for myself. Okay, so I'm super excited because I watched One Punch Man when it came on Netflix, and then I watched Mob Psycho 100 a while ago, but the first two episodes were really boring, and so I stopped watching. But then I came back and watched the entire season, and I freaking love the show. Like, I'm in love. So, but while I was watching, I was inspired to film a video because some of the comments were like talking about how they hated some parts in it, and I came to give my piece on what I thought because they are coming back. So I mean, like, why not? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Alright, I'm gonna stop being crazy for a second now. I've got an entire page of freaking notes right here, and I haven't written notes since I went to school. And it's only been like half a year since I've been in school. How many days have you guys been in school? I can't remember. It's only been a couple months that I've been out of school. But I'm enjoying my time, let me tell you. But, so I wanted to start on Mob Psycho 100. My thoughts on like their character development and how they changed and what you're supposed to be taking from the show instead of just like the fight scenes, because trust me, I love a good fight scene, okay? I freaking love good fight scenes, okay? I will just like watch a good fight scene over and over again, okay? But there are also the other things that you can take from anime. I heard like weird whispering. I'm not crazy or anything, it's just them in the other room. Okay, so we're going to talk about Mob first. So in Mob Psycho 100, I realized that the main character, Mob, he doesn't actually really have this whole big character development, but I think it's more like characters around him are developing because of him, but also we learn about his internal struggles with himself and how he wants to use his powers. I'm very uncomfortable. So how he wants to use his powers and all that stuff, what he should and shouldn't do, basically his morals. We learn about his moral standpoint on his aspirabilities and whatnot. So let's go to my notes. So we know that in the beginning, Mob was very reluctant to use his powers, and later on we learn this is because there was a situation with him and his brother, Ritsu. Okay, I almost forgot his name for a second there. Ritsu or something like that, I'm pretty sure. Because I always think Ritz Cracker when I see his brother, so I'm guessing it's Ritsu. So there was a situation that happened with his brother and a whole bunch of high school kids where he kind of lost control for a second there. He has no idea what happened, but he figures he hurt his brother. And that's where his entire moral journey of, I'm not going to use my powers on other people began. So after he had that situation, a short time later, he met Rain, looking for someone to help him because he's under the assumption that Rain is actually a psychic when he's really not. But I'm pretty sure Mob knows that. Mob's not that dumb, okay? He's a little bit lost, but he's not dumb. So, when we see him, he's very stoic. That's the word I'm looking for. He's very stoic when it comes to any type of feeling, because he learned when he was younger that his emotions are linked to his powers, and so emotions get out of whack, his powers are out of control, and then bam, big terrible explosion. So usually he holds back his emotion unless he's pushed too far when he gets to 100%. So that's, you know, the title, Mob Psycho 100. So that's basically just if that's basically Mob Psycho 100. Yeah, so but I'm pretty sure I put this in the title, but just to make sure that you guys are absolutely positively aware, I'm going to give away spoilers in this video. So if you haven't seen the anime and you're trying to watch this video and you get mad at me because of spoilers, then it's your fault, because I'm telling you right now that there are spoilers, okay? Okay, just letting you know that there are spoilers and you will see them because I'm going to tell them to you. Anyway, so Mob doesn't, like I was saying in the beginning, Mob doesn't really develop himself, you know? We just see that he's trying to figure out how to have the full middle school experience without using his psychic powers and not going against his morals. But the people around him really do change because of Mob himself. That's what I think. That's what I'm getting from it. I watched it twice. Both of which in one season, in one sitting. I was just sitting there and I watched it twice, which is, I've got to say, it's pretty impressive. I mean, I did get up, you know, to do work and stuff like that, but like, otherwise I just sat there all day and watched Mob Psycho 100. So, we all know Ritsu has, well, you should know if you're watching this, that Ritsu has psychic powers as well, but they're not as strong as Mob's, because he hasn't had time to develop them, and he basically had no idea that he had them. So since Mob's so far ahead of Ritsu with his abilities, Ritsu kind of feels like left behind, you know, as being Mob's little brother. He's like, well, I should have powers too. He feels left behind. He's kind of envious of his brother, and like, I feel like he kind of hates him just a little bit because he has something that Mob has something that he doesn't, you know what I mean? And then Mob is like, he acknowledges his brother. He's not envious, I don't think, but he admires his brother because he has things that Ritsu has things that Mob doesn't have. So they're kind of just looking at each other like, hey, you have what I want, and I'm not happy because you have that, and I want it. And that's how it goes. But over time, Ritsu becomes more comfortable with, becomes more comfortable with himself. After seeing his brother in action, Mob usually only uses his powers at the very end of his at the end of the series, because, you know, Ritsu gets kidnapped with the whole The Claw situation, but otherwise it's only when he's pushed too far. But usually he doesn't really care about using his powers when it's for his brother. So Ritsu becomes more accepting of himself and his brother because he starts seeing from Mob's moral standpoint how, and also Rain's moral standpoint, and we'll get to him in a minute, but he starts looking around him, noticing that, you know, psychic powers aren't everything. He did get a little full of himself when he was possessed by Dimple, and so, but I guess like once he was kidnapped by the Claw, everything kind of fell into perspective for him, especially having his brother come after him along with Hanazawa. I actually had to have that as a note because I just call him Blondie. It's so funny because his hair is just like 6 feet off of his head. Anyway, we're gonna go on to Rain. And Rain, actually, I hated him in the beginning. I couldn't stand him because he was like scamming this little kid. But like, you actually learn to love him throughout the show. And I'm not sure if he was just like, he's just an airhead who has his smart movements, or if he's like actually just, I don't know. Cause he's a scam artist, but he's like, what is he? He's like a smokescreen, kind of. So like, he says that he's a psychic and he does all these exorcisms and stuff for people, but he's actually giving people a service that helps them out. I mean, and if they're getting help and they're happy with the help that they're getting, is it really a scam? Do you know what I mean? Are you really getting scammed if you're benefiting from the services that he's giving you? I mean, he's good at what he does, and he's a very smooth talker, so I mean, are you really getting scammed? So that's my question. Is Rain actually a scam artist, or is he's just being portrayed the wrong way? But I have a feeling that like Rain is actually really he's I don't know. But I'm not sure if he actually developed more than like we were just enlightened on the fact that he actually has real world experience. He knows what's going on in the world, you know? He's an adult. He's a really knowledgeable adult. So, I feel like the reason Mob kind of gravitated towards Rain, because Mob's not dumb, you know? He seems a little spaced out, but he's not dumb. And so, he's kind of confused around the part, like, whether, like, he knows he thinks Rain's a psychic, but he knows he doesn't have the abilities that he has. So Rain kind of like says, "Oh, it's like a spiritual thing, you know, because it's different." But I feel like he has some type of feeling. But he stays with Rain as a disciple because he knows he can learn something from him. Whenever Mob's feeling down, he always goes to Rain, and Rain's like a fatherly figure. He does have a dad, you know. Mob does have a dad, but Rain is just like another fatherly figure. He can tell him more than his actual dad can because different experiences, you can learn different things from these people. So, I mean, he stays there because he can benefit from whatever Rain's teaching him. And he teaches him a lot, let's face it. During the Claw 7th Division arc, we actually get to see how smart Rain actually is and how much he genuinely cares for Mob. He's not just there to scan the kid and use his powers for whatever he wants. He actually really cares about Mob. And it might not seem like it in the beginning because I didn't think he cared about him in the beginning. But he really does. He cares about his mental state and his well-being, and he wants to make sure that he's okay. And so one thing that that had triggered me to film this video, not like really triggered me, but like it was like, hey, I should probably talk about this because in the ending, people want to see Mob go full 100% murderous intent, but they're forgetting that, like, if this was, I mean, this is like a show, it's an anime, it's like fiction, but like we're looking at this from like a slightly realistic point of view. I feel like they switched to a slightly realistic point of view when Rain stopped Mob from going 100% murderous intent because he realized how much of an effect that would actually have on Mob. So we already have Mob, shy kid, kind of awkward, can't really deal with certain situations, or else, you know, he flies off the handle. But Rain realizes how much of an impact killing people would have on Mob after he's realized what he'd done. I mean, he destroyed a school building, and he like went 100% sadness on that. So if you think about going 100% murderous intent, coming down from that, and then being like, well, look what I did, that would be terrible for him, wouldn't it? Now, you didn't think about that, did ya? Ha 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 ha, I got you there. But yeah, he tells Mob not to use his powers to harm others, and he also tells him that it's okay to run away sometimes because, you know, in other animes, mostly Shonen Jump animes, especially in, I don't know, in a lot of anime, actually, these kids are like, yeah, fight to the death, it's fine, yeah. And it's like, well, that's not okay. You can run away. It's fine if you run away as long as you still keep your life. But, you know, it's whatever. Also, I didn't break this down, but I feel like Hanazawa had a development. Although it was a very short development, it was a development nonetheless. It was about an episode, maybe 2. Actually, there was a couple points. Yeah, mostly in his episode. I think it was around episode 5, episode 6. I don't know. That he and Mob fought. And so Hanazawa thought he was basically this super duper special, oh yeah, I'm the most, how do you say it? I'm just like the most important person ever. I'm so important and everyone looks up to me and I'm so special because I have psychic powers. And Mob basically drags him back to reality and is like, first of all, there's other psychics out there. Second of all, you're not very special, you're just like me. And so that kind of messes him up a bit, you know. That's why the entire fight thing kind of exploded the way it did, because Hanazawa was just like, what? I don't think so. But, you know, once he sees what Mob can do, I think he's brought back into reality. It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm not too special. But also, there's a point to notice when Mob and Ritsu are in that alleyway, I feel like it was kind of mature of Hanazawa, because he brings Mob to his brother, like, hey, this guy's fighting underneath your name. And once he figures out they're brothers, he leaves. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why he left, but I realized afterwards that he did say so. He said that he's not gonna stand there and watch two brothers fight each other, and that's like very, very mature. You're not gonna sit there and egg them on, because, I mean, that's just very childish. So I thought that was mature, and I thought that was like another development, you know, to see how he's maturing as a character. I was gonna say as a person, as a character, because he's not real. Anyway, so that's all I have on Mob Psycho 100. God, that was a long thing. But now we're gonna go to One Punch Man, which is gonna be considerably shorter because it's basically just about Saitama and Genos. I mean, there wasn't really much to it, although it's a very funny anime. If you haven't seen One Punch Man, you should definitely see it. But I want to talk about Saitama's character development, because this guy, he's 25 years old and basically has no ambitions, because he can basically he's a hero for fun, he says, and he doesn't find any enjoyment in punching things anymore, because you know he can kill everything he punches with one punch, and so he basically is kind of in a depression, like, well, I'm so bored because nothing in life has a challenge for me anymore. So he goes out, punches a bad guy, comes home, cooks dinner, goes to sleep, does the same thing for the next day. I mean, that would get boring to anyone, I guess. I would suggest switching your career, but I mean, after fighting villains, it's kind of, everything's kind of mediocre after that. But anyway, he starts out. I think this is after meeting Genos. So we find out that he really wants a fan club and he wants recognition, and he's like wondering why he's not getting all that. And you know, he didn't join the hero agency, so that's why. But that's what he wanted. He started out wanting this like fans and recognition. Like, yeah, I'm strong man. You know, I worked so hard for this, and there's nothing wrong with that. He did work for it. I didn't read the manga, so like how he got his powers, I have no idea. All I know is that he did the 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups every day. Yeah, that was kind of weird, but I haven't read the manga. I'm gonna read the manga as soon as I can get my hands on it. But yeah, I think Saitama actually grows into being a hero, and it's not like very, very apparent. It's kind of just like a small switch, and you notice it, but like you don't really pay much attention to it because it's not very big of a character development. So he starts with just wanting all this recognition, and then in the episode when he breaks the comet, right? That's what he does. He breaks whatever is coming to Earth. I'm not as a comet or a meteor, whatever it is. He breaks it, and the townspeople blame him for destroying the city by, like, I don't know, not completely obliterating the comet or whatever it was. I'm just like, okay, townspeople, get it together. So he's out there ready to fight these people after the two Tank Top brothers come and go. He, like, I don't know what he did to them. I can't remember at the moment. But Genos is like, okay, dude, let's go home. We're not going to do this right now. And then after that, he's, you know, doing his thing, and then during the episode with the Sea King, that's what it is. That's where his development is really seen, I believe. So he has to develop with the Sea King because he's fighting it, right, and all it takes is one punch. He punches it, the rain stops, and the Sea King's dead, and all the people who were sitting there in the safety shelter are like, oh, dude, he did it, yeah, woohoo. And then you got that one hater who comes up and is like, well, this guy's a freaking liar. Did you guys see? He climbed through the rings really, really fast. He's a cheat. He's a liar. And everyone's like, oh yeah, you are a cheat and a liar. I'm like, why did you guys follow along with that so easily? But whatever. So instead of just being on the defensive and ready to fight, Saitama's just like, yeah, I'm so glad that all these other heroes came and, you know, they really roughed him up for me. So all I had to do was give the last delivering punch. And I was like, that's really, really mature. Because we all know Saitama, you just punch him and they die. But they didn't think about the fact, the townspeople didn't think about the fact that he stopped the weather. Now, if this was My Hero Academia, I'm just referencing that because it was a scene where All Might, you know, punches that big sludge villain and the rain stops. And the same thing happened in One Punch Man. So I'm just like, townspeople, the rain stopped as soon as he punched. Did you not notice this? This dude's freaking strong. But, you know, my hair's getting on my nerves, oh my god. Yeah, but they didn't notice that. I'm just like, maybe that was the writer's plan to get on our nerves, you know? Like, you're... But whatever. Also, what I wanted to say about Saitama is that he's really kind of humble. I'm not sure. When he... I think this was after the Sea King fight. I have no idea where this stands, but there was an episode where him and Genos was sparring, and they were in that wide area, right? And so Genos was like, yeah, come on, show me your real strength, Saitama. And he's like, okay, fine. So he punches basically around him, creating that huge kind of tunnel-looking canyon thing. But he's just like, after that, he's just like, yeah, let's go eat something. I'm just like, what? You could have killed your disciple. You could have killed him. And Genos he's fully aware of this. And just like, you're so humble, Saitama. He doesn't go and he's not like, oh my gosh, I'm more powerful than Genos. I should be in rank S, or I'm not sure if there's a rank SS. I don't know. I can't remember. But he doesn't go to the agency. It's like, I'm way stronger than Genos. I deserve to be in rank S with him, or even above him. Because he does. He's stronger than Genos, definitely. But he never says that. And whenever Genos says something good, he's just like, you know, he never actually is like hateful towards Genos, which I was like, that's pretty cool. You know, that's pretty dope. He's also very happy with that one thank you letter that he received. He's really grateful for that. And even though it was just one, Genos has tons of fan mail just coming in. But Saitama gets one thank you letter, and he's very, very happy. And I'm just like, look at you go. You go, be grateful. But there was something I wanted to say about Genos, is that, like, he does have a character development, but it's so short and it's so quick. Literally, that's like half an episode. Honestly, the scene where he was talking about his entire life story was longer than his character development. So he goes from some arrogant kid looking, he's set on revenge, you know, and then when he meets Saitama, he's just like, I'm gonna dedicate my life to you, and that was it. And I thought that was kind of lame. I feel like they could have drawn out his character development just a little bit more. I mean, but I'm not sure if it was, because Saitama doesn't really care much, so it's not like he would go after Genos and was like, yeah, I'll teach you, kid, but I don't know. I feel like it could have been a little bit better instead of just like a switch just like that. Okay, a switch just like that. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I made this video 20 minutes. Okay. That's shorter than I was expecting, so I'm happy about that because I didn't want to hold you guys here for like 30 minutes talking about absolutely nothing. But yeah, that's all I have to say on all of those videos, or both of those shows. Yes. Yeah, but if you guys like this video, make sure you tell me so that I'll do another one of the type, and I'll talk about different animes because I do watch plenty of anime. Trust me on this, I watch a lot of anime. But yeah, if you guys like this video, so make sure you like, you comment, and subscribe. Really comment if you made it this far, and I'm telling you to comment. I don't care if you just freaking comment a star emoji. You better freaking comment. I'm sitting here right now, and if you are sitting there, and you, I'm looking at you. If you're sitting there looking at me, talk to you about commenting, then you better comment. A star emoji will do. If you just put the letter H, I don't care. As long as it's something there, you know? Do you know what I mean? Because I know you're watching. The views show up. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. If you like this video, then tell me. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.